Reading by Design Adult Programming Showcase by Kelly Harris. The best thing about a summer reading theme like Reading by Design is the fact that there are so many different directions you can take your programming in. It's a great opportunity to let your adult patrons showcase their creativity. A great way to get your adult patrons ready to create is by hosting some maker programs geared specifically towards grown-ups. If you have a makerspace in your library, you can offer Adult Swim-style training sessions and invite patrons to learn the ins and outs of some of your makerspace tools. It's a great way to get patrons asking questions they may not feel comfortable with asking when the makerspace is full of people. Have some quick make projects ready to demonstrate and make sure you highlight how these kinds of tools can be useful to business owners, crafters, teachers, and parents. You can also offer maker activities without a traditional makerspace by using Arduino sets. They provide a great introduction to coding and circuitry. They're relatively inexpensive to purchase, and because they're smaller, are much easier to store. Sites like Instructables and Make It at Your Library are a great resource for maker projects using Arduino or other affordable tools. You can also find step-by-step instructions for creating an Arduino light show or a battery tester in the Reading by Design resource guide or online at Instructables. You can also have patrons work in pairs or small groups, or individually if you have enough Arduino sets. In addition to hands-on maker projects, you can also teach digital maker skills like coding, web design, editing, and animation. Paid library resources like lynda.com or Treehouse and free resources like Khan Academy and Code Academy give you access to introductory coding courses and are great tools to use in your classes. You can choose to use the online lessons to guide your class and act more as a facilitator, or use them as background information to help you create your own lesson plans. If you're looking to offer more programs to showcase your patrons' digital creativity, you can focus on topics like digital photo or video editing, stop-motion animation, or podcasting. Depending on the kind of resources and tools your library has access to, you may find highlighting free tools like GIMP, PicMonkey, iMovie, or Windows Movie Maker is a better fit for your classes, particularly because patrons can access these tools from home as well. These kinds of classes are best offered in a hands-on environment where patrons can tinker with the tools themselves. So if you have limited lab space or limited computers and devices, you can choose to focus on app tools like VSCO, Aviary, Splice, Viva Video, and ask patrons to bring in their smartphone and tablet to class. If you need help creating class material, sites like GCF Learn, Free, Instructables, and Make It at Your Library are great resources that offer easy-to-follow, simple instructions that can easily be adapted to a class setting. You can also encourage some creativity with some do-it-yourself and crafting programs. If you're looking for a self-directed program, adult coloring or Zentangles are easy to organize and fairly low cost. And make sure you check out Pinterest. It's a great resource for free coloring sheets and Zentangle patterns. You can also offer a standalone or crafting series. The Reading by Design resource guide is full of crafting projects that can be used for adults-only craft sessions. We also have a board on Pinterest with links to easy and fun crafts that you can use. You'll also want to make sure to share your patrons' creations on social media. The do-it-yourself process and the results make it a really good photo opportunity for Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If you're looking to offer a slightly different kind of craft program, you can also organize a Keep Designing craft supply swap by asking patrons to donate their leftover materials and trade for something new. To help make the event run as smoothly as possible, ask patrons to donate their crafting supplies on a particular day or over the course of a week before your event so you have plenty of time to organize your donations. If you're hoping to spark interest in donating, you can also offer special early access hours for those that bring in materials. Then give participants tokens on swap day to pick out new crafting supplies. You can also offer craft programs that help give back to the community. The 1 Million Pillowcase Challenge works with local groups to make pillowcases for those in need. If you have access to sewing machines, you can offer this class as a hands-on demonstration, or you can provide a pillow making tutorial and serve as a collection spot for patrons to donate their creative pillowcases. New Life for Old Bags is another great craft option that gives back. Using plastic bags, participants create plarn, or plastic yarn that is then crocheted into mats for the homeless. It requires about 500 to 700 bags for each mat, so it's a great way to get the community involved in a recycling initiative. if you ask them to donate their unwanted plastic shopping bags. You can work directly with New Life for Old Bag groups in your community or contact local organizations that work with the homeless in your area to find out about donating. The resource guide has more information about getting involved, and Facebook is often a great way to find out if there are any existing New Life for Old Bag groups in your area. Another great direction to take your Reading by Design program in is to focus on art and architecture, especially local. You can partner with a local historian or local historical society to offer a tour of your town and point out the different important buildings and architecture points in your area. If weather permits, you can also make it a walking tour. If you're looking to encourage local artists or art enthusiasts, a palette party is a great way to allow people to showcase their creativity. You can invite a local artist or encourage an artistic staff member to go over elements of color, composition, and other elements of painting and drawing, just to make sure to encourage patrons to wear clothes that are okay to potentially get paint on, and make sure to have plenty of plastic to cover the floor with. If you're looking for a less messy option, go to showcase local artists. You can host a local art show and ask patrons to bring their works to display. You can also choose to focus on more technical artistic skills by offering a class on basic elements of graphic design. This class can be offered as a series or one-off session and work well as hands-on demonstrations or lecture style, depending on the kind of digital tools and programs you have access to. Lynda.com has several tutorials relating to beginner-level graphic design, and you can also reach out to local professionals or college instructors in your area to offer their expertise to teach the class as well. With such broad theme as Reading by Design, there's lots of different directions you can take to offer your patrons information and fun presentations by guest speakers. You can present on more traditional design topics like landscape and interior design, or tutorials on popular design trends like shabby chic furniture. Or you can focus on a more design your life concept and offer sessions related to things like personal finance and small business skills. These kinds of presentations can also be a good way to partner with local businesses and professionals, particularly if you're in need of instructors. Local colleges can also be a helpful place to seek out presenters on design your life topics. You can find out more about these programs and many more in the Reading by Design resource guide, as well as on our website, iReadprogram.org, or through our Facebook, Twitter, or Pinterest pages. We hope these adult programming suggestions have helped you get your summer reading plan started. Happy reading!